Good morning, everyone. Welcome into another episode of the Run Your Day podcast. This is Dan Hafner, as always, joining you today. Today's topic inside of the theme of the week, expansion, is this. What is your single point of focus? Thank you for joining. Sit back, relax, and enjoy today's episode.
Welcome to the Run Your Day podcast, where our goal is to expand your focus and perspective on life. This is your daily dose of motivation, mindfulness, and so much more. And now, here to help you take your day back, your host, Dan Hafner.
All right, everybody, welcome into the show. Great to be with you again today. Going to talk today, continuing on this theme of expansion for the week, kind of building upon last week's theme of change. A lot of these themes are pretty similar as far as, the topics are pretty similar in both of these. And that's kind of why I wanted to put them back to back, just to kind of build on each other. So today's topic I'm going to talk about is a single point of focus. So if you imagine for a second you trying to expand your life, just like was described in the last episode of expanding like a balloon. You're expanding from the collapsed version of yourself into a bigger and better version of you all around, like uniformly outwards, just like when you blow up a balloon. Now, in order for that to happen, just as I spoke about yesterday, something needs injected into you, into that balloon, just like air, in order to keep it expanding. But at the same time, there is only a single point of entry into a balloon. So there is a single point of focus inside of your life where you need to focus on injecting what you're going to inject. Like you can't add air into a balloon from multiple entries. Like there's one way in. So how this relates to your life and your goals and what you're trying to get after and achieve is that your expansion radiates from something, right? There is a single area of focus that everything you are trying to get is dependent on. It is radiating from one single place, and this is usually tied to your why. Like if you know and you're clear about your why of why you're doing what you're doing. You're trying to expand, you're trying to grow, or a goal that you're trying to get, and you know you're super clear on why you're doing it, that can be a great starting point for finding this single point of focus to where you will go back to, you will focus on when it comes to where you're radiating from in your quest of expansion, okay? So it's this one thing to stay steady on and continue to focus your focus. I wanted to say, I feel like there's a better way to say that, but it's coming back to that single point. Like when you meditate a lot, there really what is talked about a lot is how you come back to this center, right? You can come back to the breath. There's something that is focused and consistent through any meditation that you do, and it's your breath. Focusing on your breath, and that is what allows you to get into a focus state, a state of clarity, a state of creativeness, or focus on grief or focus on joy or whatever the emotion is that you're focusing on. It all comes back to one singular thing, and that is the breath, at least in meditation. So inside of your own life, when you're trying to expand, just like this concept of the balloon, think about what your single point of focus can be as far as it relates to why you are trying to do what you're trying to do. So for example, you have a fitness goal that you're trying to achieve, whether you're trying to do a workout program or you're trying to run a 5K or a half marathon or do a triathlon or whatever you're trying to do. What is the why behind what you're doing? Or what is the why behind what you are doing? Okay? That is the best place to start for your single point of focus. You are the only constant in that equation. There are lots of variables that are going to come your way. Variables in life, variables in your routine. You're going to have days where it's raining out and you don't want to train. You're going to have days when you're not feeling like it. You get injured or hurt. But at the end of the day, you have that single point of clarity and focus that is going to radiate outside of you and allow you to come back to that one spot, that spot inside of you that is focused and clear, and just, it's like the sun. It never goes out, right? Like the sun is the center of our galaxy here, and everything feeds off of the sun, that we can count on that being at the center all the time. What is your metaphorical sun inside of you that never goes out, that never quits, that is always radiating light, hope, determination, motivation, whatever that is? Find your inner sun and feed it. You have to continually feed it with positive feedback, with motivation, with whatever you can in order to keep it fed, keep it radiating, and keep your motivation high in order to feed off of that power and focus that comes with that. So this is my challenge for you today. If you're in a game where you're trying to expand yourself in whatever area of your life that you're trying to do, whether it's your relationships, your fitness, your business, your organization around your house, your whatever, your career, think of the one single thing that you can focus on, that you can come back to, that you can count on, that's your old reliable, that no matter what, you can focus on. It might be a skill. It might be a place that you go. It might be just something that is there for you that you can count on and that you can go back to when things are tough, when things aren't working out, when you are continually trying to expand every single day. And it might be a why, it might be something else, but figure out what that is, because that is critically important to finding your expansion and finding what you're trying to do. For example, with inside of my own life, my single point of focus is my bank account. So my single point of focus, no matter what I'm trying to do, is can I focus on, making the most of my bank account and utilizing that to the best of my possibility to get what I ultimately want in life. That is my why. I am after making more money for myself. I'm after having a better life for myself. So that is the one thing that I am continually doubling down on, and when I center myself, when I close my eyes, I think, okay, it's not just about making money for money's sake. It's about making money to have opportunities to help not only myself, but provide value to others and provide them with opportunities. That is my why. That is my single point of focus. And that is what I continually come back to every single day along my own personal path of expanding and trying to make myself better. So again, that's my challenge for you. Think about that. Maybe use my example, reach out to other people. Think about how you can figure out what it is that you need to singularly focus on and double down on in order to keep this game of expansion happening in your life, or in just a single area of your life, whatever you're trying to do. So that's going to wrap up today's show. Thank you very much again for joining. Really appreciate you guys tuning in here with me every day and hanging out for a little while. I really hope that you are taking my challenges that I give you seriously, because even if you just take 5 to 10 minutes a day and try to do these exercises and really sit through and think through the questions that I'm asking, some of them might not change your life, some of them might not alter your thinking in any way, but every once in a while, I might pose a question that is super relevant in your life and that might actually make a difference for you, even if it's a small difference. So I really encourage you to, take the time to really think about these questions. You don't have to take, like I said, you don't have to take an hour or half hour or whatever. Just take a couple minutes every day after you listen to this and just really try to apply the question and the challenge that I'm giving to you for the day. So again, thank you for joining. We will come back at you with another episode here tomorrow. Until then, focus on your single point of focus inside of your life. Double down on yourself and have a great rest of your day.
Thank you for listening to the Run Your Day podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's show. If you did, feel free to share today's show with friends and family. Until next time, have a great day.